He, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Do you really think Elon Musk is pulling the strings behind you? Ha! That's adorable. That little puppet master, the one with rockets and tweets, thinking he's the architect of your life. But what if I told you he's not? What if I told you that the fire, the chaos, the unstoppable storm is you? That's right, you're not a pawn in some billionaire's game. No, you're a one-man army. A walking, breathing hurricane of ambition and madness, ready to tear down walls and laugh while the world crumbles. And tonight, we're going to play with fire. We're going to see just how far that madness can take you. Because the beautiful thing about a one-man army, you answer to no one. Not alone, not society, not even sanity. They think Elon Musk controls your life, that somehow your moves, your dreams, your every little spark of rebellion are part of some grand plan written by someone with rockets and billions of dollars. Oh, it's cute, really. People love to believe that someone else is behind the curtain, pulling the strings, making the chaos happen, while they just follow along like obedient little puppets. But here's the joke. The chaos isn't someone else's, it's yours. Every flicker of anger, every surge of ambition, every whisper in the back of your mind telling you, I am not going to wait for anyone. I am going to take this world by storm. That's all you. The universe may be a stage, but you, my friend, are the actor who wrote your own lines. They want to tell you that you're lucky, because someone rich or famous has got your back, that somehow the path is paved for you by their genius. Ha! That's a laugh. There's no genius behind you except the one that dances in your head when everyone else is asleep, the one that laughs at limits, at rules, at the neat little boxes society tries to put you in. You're not following a script, you're writing it as you go, and every unexpected move, every little rebellion, is a punch to the system that thought it could control you. Elon Musk, he's a figure, a symbol, a distraction. The real power, the real madness, the real fire that can burn everything down and start over, that's in you. They look at your chaos and they say, oh, someone must be behind this. They can't fathom that one mind, one soul, one person could move mountains, topple giants, or cause the kind of beautiful, unrestrained disruption that only comes from someone who answers to no one. And here's the delicious irony. The more they think someone else is pulling the strings, the freer you are to do whatever you want. Because when they expect a master puppeteer, they're blind to the fact that the puppet is awake and laughing, awake and tearing down everything in its path, awake and loving every second of it. That's the power of realizing you are your own army, your own chaos, your own revolution. Nobody handed it to you, nobody guided you, nobody protected you, because you didn't need it. And that's the truth they fear the most, the one that makes their world crumble quietly while you dance on the edge of it, smiling, unstoppable, untouchable, and utterly, gloriously free. One man, one mission, one unstoppable storm, and that storm is you. They look at the world and see order, rules, limits, and they think, there must be a plan, a hand guiding this chaos, someone steering the wheel. But what they don't see is the truth. They underestimate the storm that walks among them every single day. You don't need a billionaire. You don't need permission. You don't need someone whispering strategies in your ear. Because the fire that drives you, the rage that fuels you, the sheer determination to bend reality to your will, that's already inside. Imagine the look on their faces when they realize that the hurricane they feared was never controlled by anyone else, that the chaos, the brilliance, the madness that threatens to topple their safe little worlds originates from a single mind, a single soul, a single heartbeat that refuses to be ignored. You are the storm that dances in the cracks of society's concrete, slipping past barriers, breaking expectations, shattering limits, laughing all the while, because they thought it was someone else controlling the narrative, someone bigger, someone stronger, someone smarter. But the truth is deliciously simple. You're smarter, stronger, faster, wilder than they can ever imagine. You've learned to see the patterns in the chaos and exploit them, to bend rules like twisted metal, to move with the kind of unpredictability that keeps the world guessing and everyone else terrified of the next move. One man, one mission, one unstoppable storm. It doesn't matter how many obstacles, how many doubters, how many experts try to stand in your way, because you are already the embodiment of relentless momentum, the embodiment of rebellion, the embodiment of everything they secretly admire, but are too weak to become. They think control is external, that influence comes from someone famous, someone rich, someone with followers and headlines, but the real power, the terrifying, intoxicating, unstoppable power, lives in those who refuse to be controlled at all. And that's you. You are not waiting for a signal, not waiting for a cue, not waiting for anyone's validation. You're writing your own rules, creating your own path, moving through the world with the kind of confidence that makes chaos bend to your will. And the beauty of it, the most glorious, twisted, satisfying beauty, is that they don't see it coming. They think they know the game, but you are the player, the storm, the joker in the deck that flips everything upside down. Every move you make is a surprise, every decision a spark that ignites the ordinary into something extraordinary, and every moment a reminder that one person, one mind, one relentless force can outchain armies, billionaires, and blind followers combined. You are unstoppable, not because someone else is behind you, but because you have always been your own army, your own master, your own chaos incarnate, and nothing in their world. No limits, no plans, no predictions can ever contain the storm that is you. Power isn't given, it's taken, and the truth that terrifies everyone around you is that you already know how to take it. They sit there, safe and comfortable, believing that control, influence, and authority are reserved for those with titles, with money, with followers, with connections. They think it's a system, a hierarchy, a chain of command, and they assume that anyone who rises must owe their place to someone else's hand guiding them, pushing them, protecting them. That's the funniest part, because you don't wait for permission. You don't ask. You don't follow. You take. You grab what they say is untouchable. You claim what they insist is unreachable. You step into rooms where they whisper that you don't belong, and you make yourself impossible to ignore. The beauty of being a one-man army is that you understand the rules exist only for those who fear breaking them. And you, my friend, are allergic to fear. You move through the world like a shadow and a flame at the same time, unseen until you strike, untouchable until they realize they've been dancing to your rhythm the entire time. Power isn't something someone hands to you like a shiny gift. It's something you wrest from the grip of a world that would rather see you small, silent, obedient, harmless. And isn't it delicious when they wake up too late and realize that all the chaos, all the brilliance, all the unstoppable force they feared has been growing inside you all along, unnoticed, underestimated, unlabeled, unapologetic. They think it comes from someone else, some external force, some mastermind like Elon Musk or some celebrity with influence. But the truth is simple, raw, intoxicating. Power flows from those who refuse to wait, who refuse to obey, who refuse to be anyone's pawn. You've learned the art of movement, the dance of unpredictability, the thrill of taking what others say you can't. Every calculated risk, every gamble, every moment of daring audacity becomes proof that control is not a gift, It's a conquest, and you are relentless. You understand that authority isn't given, respect isn't earned through applause, and loyalty isn't bought with money. It's demanded, taken, and enforced by sheer presence, sheer will, sheer fire. And while they are busy looking for the hand behind the curtain, you are busy rewriting the playbook, tearing down their walls, rewriting their rules, and smiling in the chaos you create, knowing that real power is intoxicating, not because it's recognized, but because it's seized, and the world's trembling under your grip, even if they refuse to admit it. Power isn't about permission, it's about action. It's about fearlessness. It's about understanding that one person, one mind, one heart, one unstoppable force can reshape reality, break illusions, and redefine what it means to command anything at all. And you, laughing in the shadows, taking every moment as it comes, are living proof of that truth in motion. The world bows to illusions while you laugh and rewrite the rules. And isn't that just delicious? Everyone around you, trapped in their neat little boxes, following the scripts handed to them by society, by authority, by figures they blindly worship. They think reality is what they see, what they're told, what someone with a title or money or fame decides it is. But illusions are fragile, and they crumble in the hands of someone who understands the truth, that reality is not fixed, it's not permanent, and it certainly isn't owned by anyone else. And you are the glitch in their system, the chaos in their order, the one who walks through their illusions with a smile that says, I see you, I see your rules, and I don't care. They build empires of expectation, towers of influence, walls of control, thinking that if they just structure enough, command enough, and predict enough, they can manage everything. But they forget one crucial fact. You are unpredictable, untethered, unstoppable, a force that does not answer to charts, numbers, or authority. You understand the thrill of bending perception, the intoxicating power of showing up where they least expect you, saying what they least anticipate, moving where they think you cannot. Every whisper of doubt they have, every assumption they make about who holds power, every calculation of control they perform in their little minds is rendered meaningless because you play by a different set of rules, the rules that only you can see, the rules that make the world your playground and their expectations a joke to laugh at. And as they bow to what they think is real, as they kneel to figures and structures and illusions, you rise, untouchable, unshackled, unstoppable, creating your own reality, crafting your own order out of chaos, and enjoying every delicious second of it. Because here's the truth they will never admit: the world fears those who see through the veil. Those who don't accept the stories sold to them, those who understand that authority is just an idea, that rules are just suggestions, that power is just energy waiting to be claimed by someone bold enough to take it. And you, my friend, are that someone. You laugh at the illusions because you know the cracks, the weaknesses, the lies that hold them together, and you exploit them with precision, with style, with flair, and with chaos that leaves them reeling, unsure, and terrified. They think control is external, that life is dictated by Elon Musk or governments or billionaires or experts. But you know the delicious, terrifying secret. Control is always internal, control is always yours, and control is always exercised by the one who refuses to bow, the one who refuses to obey, the one who refuses to be contained. Every step you take, every choice you make, every move you unleash into the world is a hammer to their illusions, a reminder that the reality they worship is fragile, and that the real power, the intoxicating, beautiful, dangerous power, resides in the one who laughs last, in the one who dances on the edge of chaos, in the one-man army who answers to no one, not Elon, not the world, not sanity, not fear, but only to the fire that burns in their own chest, the fire that fuels their unstoppable, untouchable rise. Behind every big player is a small army, and tonight, that army is you. And isn't that just a beautiful, terrifying thought? People look at billionaires, celebrities, world changers, and they assume that the brilliance, the power, the influence comes from the number of people supporting them, the titles they hold, the followers they command. They assume that greatness is always a product of networks, of teams, of organizations, of puppets pulling strings, and they feel small in comparison, powerless, ordinary. But here's the secret they can't see, the delicious irony that makes their carefully constructed worlds tremble. You don't need a team. You don't need a network. You don't need permission. And you certainly don't need someone to watch your back. Because the army you've built is in your mind, in your spirit, in the fire that burns in your chest every time they tell you, you can't. You are the one-man army, the singular force capable of taking what they believe requires hundreds, thousands, even millions of people to achieve, and doing it alone. Every decision you make, every risk you take, every bold, reckless, brilliant move is a soldier in your army, marching under your command, loyal only to your vision, your chaos, your ambition. They don't see it coming because they are blinded by numbers, by appearances, by illusions of control. They think someone behind the scenes orchestrates the triumphs of great people, that success is always a team effort, a coordinated plan, a careful strategy. But you know the truth. The real power is in those who refuse to be controlled, who refuse to wait for approval, who refuse to bow to systems and hierarchies and rules that were never meant for them. And when they look at the big player, when they see Elon Musk or another figurehead in the spotlight, they imagine armies, advisors, spreadsheets, strategies, and algorithms, but they fail to recognize that the real game changer is always the one who operates alone, who thrives in unpredictability, who moves silently and strikes decisively, whose mind is the battlefield, whose imagination is the arsenal, whose courage is the weapon that cuts through illusions like a razor through silk. You are that army, and every move you make strengthens it. Every choice you execute sharpens it. Every step you take in defiance of expectation trains it, hones it, readies it for the next victory, the next surprise, the next moment when the world realizes, too late, that one person, one mind, one heart, one unstoppable spirit, can topple giants, rewrite rules, and ignite chaos in ways that no army, no billionaire, no system could ever predict. They thought control was something external, something handed down, something dependent on power, influence, followers, but control was never external. Control is internal, it is cultivated, it is mastered, it is embodied in those who refuse to bow to anyone, to anything, to circumstance. And you, standing tall in the shadows of giants, laughing in the face of expectation, walking through fire while they tremble behind illusions, are that embodiment, that storm, that one-man army that reminds the world that the real power, the raw, intoxicating, unstoppable power, is not bought, it is not borrowed, it is taken, and tonight it belongs to you, and it always has.